Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Sigma Talk on our channel Nitya Nirantara. If you are new to the channel and like the contents of this video and the other videos, please do subscribe and share the contents with your family and relatives, friends. More importantly, if there is any shortfall, please inform us to rectify. Thank you very much. The topic is birth, rebirth, in between the death. The question of birth, death, and rebirth remains an enigma to the human society since ages. Human knowledge science is not capable of answering this. The beauty of the human mind will not allow itself to be puzzled by the answers without any conclusion. Well, the separation of the soul from the physical body is the death. It is maybe the starting point of a new life. Who knows? Both birth and death are the juggernauts. Those who are born begin to die, and those who die begin to live, depending on what they lived and died for in the society. These are the doors of exit and entry on the stage of this world. The soul moves from one body to another to gain the experience according to the philosophical notes. It is unquestionable Hinduism is one of the oldest religions than the others. The other religions, we can trace it to the point of its origin. They have presented dreadful prospects of eternal hell or joyous heaven for man and women according to their deeds. Hence, the evolution comes to an end with this. Man is condemned to either to hell or heaven. It doesn't explain why the wicked man always flourishes. Why is wicked man? On the contrary, the Indian philosophy offers the reincarnation for the evolution of man, and he is the master of his destiny. It cannot explain with certainty why this world was created and why the God is not responsible for good or bad. But the theory of karma could explain this baffling question of, according to many people, it is injustice. Hence, the theory of rebirth is more convincing doctrine. This can be furthermore justified how a child becomes gifted musician or artist without a formal training. Two children of the same family are in the same school with the same teaching faculty facilities always varies in their skill and capacity to understand the things and to write. Well, it may be many dreams and ambitions remains unfulfilled, may be the sustaining force for rebirth. We cannot say with certainty as what is death. Is it the stoppage of heartbeat, or the absence of heat or warmth in the body, or the rigidity of the body, or the absence of reflexes in the eyes? These are not really the sign of death. For instance, we have breathing activity and the heartbeat, and the movement of the limbs stops sometimes and gets reactivated. So, death cannot be explained on these factors alone. Hatha Yoga, if you practice rigorously, you can force stop the breathing, heartbeat, and other biological activities, that is, exhaling and inhaling of the air. For a normal man, if the breathing stops, the body loses its balance and becomes rigid, a state called inertia. Finally, death can be said with certainty when the decomposition of the body happens. Am I right? If we follow the theory of evolution, say a long distance past, we would have been all animals. If we agree and accept this hypothesis, we can put ourselves back into the family of worms, vertebrates, invertebrates, and finally conclude God may be responsible for our evolution depending on our mental status, and wait for the judgment. But how could God be so unfair for all our suffering, conflict, and unhappiness? There is no certain answer to this question. The best may be good, be good, do good, and believe in good. Respect the ethics of life, rest to the God. But the concept of rebirth also cannot be brushed aside, and still there are many birth and death happening in this world continuously, and the population is ever growing. That's all for the day. Thank you very much, Srikanta.